Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with a severe weather update for the Day 2 outlook. We have an enhanced risk for severe weather tomorrow that encompasses central and eastern Alabama, much of the Florida Panhandle, or the northern part of the Florida Panhandle anyway, most of Georgia, all of South Carolina, most of North Carolina, and central and south central Virginia. Cities and towns enhanced include Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia. We have a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow that encompasses southeastern Louisiana, southeastern Mississippi, the southern half of the Florida Panhandle, southwestern and central Alabama, far northern Georgia, far eastern Tennessee, far western North Carolina, and southeastern Georgia, far southeastern Georgia, western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, far eastern edge of Kentucky, west central, north central, and northeastern Virginia, the eastern half of West Virginia, all of Maryland, all of Delaware, Washington D.C., central and eastern Pennsylvania, including my area, most of New Jersey, and central and east central New York State. Cities in slight risk tomorrow include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., New Orleans, Louisiana, and Birmingham, Alabama. And we have two marginals tomorrow as well. One marginal tomorrow encompasses parts of northern Florida. Another marginal tomorrow encompasses central Louisiana, central Mississippi, northern Alabama, central Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, western West Virginia, western Pennsylvania, central and north central New York State, the southern half of Vermont, far southwestern New Hampshire, western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, southeastern New York State, including New York City, and eastern New Jersey. Cities and towns marginal include New York, Jacksonville, Florida, Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, and Yonkers, New York. Going to tomorrow's tornado threat, there is a 10% chance of tornadoes tomorrow. And again, more than isolated, so there can be many tornadoes tomorrow too. The 10% tornado risk area tomorrow encompasses central and eastern Alabama, the northern part of the Florida Panhandle, most of Georgia, all of South Carolina, most of North Carolina, and central and south central Virginia. So, areas in the 10% tornado risk area tomorrow include Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia. There is a 5% chance of an isolated tornado tomorrow that encompasses southeastern Mississippi, the southern half of the Florida Panhandle, southwestern and central Alabama, northern and far southeastern Georgia, western North Carolina, southwestern, north central, and northeastern Virginia. So, cities in the 5% tornado risk area tomorrow include Birmingham, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Alexandria, Virginia, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Gulfport, Mississippi. And if you're in the dark green area, areas in the dark green are in a 2% chance of an isolated tornado tomorrow. Again, areas in the dark green are in a 2% for tomorrow. Cities in the 2% tornado risk area tomorrow include Jacksonville, Florida, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., New Orleans, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Going to tomorrow's wind threat, there is a 30% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow. That encompasses central and eastern Alabama, the northern half of the Florida Panhandle, most of Georgia, most of South Carolina, and south central North Carolina. Cities in the 30% tornado risk area tomorrow include Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Montgomery, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, and Tallahassee, Florida. There is a 15, hold on, I need to sip water here, my throat is dry. Okay, I'm good. Anyway, there is a 15% chance of damage in wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow. That encompasses southeastern Louisiana, southeastern Mississippi, central and southwestern Alabama, the southern half of the Florida Panhandle, northwestern and far southeastern Georgia, the coast of South Carolina, most of North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, the very far extreme eastern edge of Kentucky, most of West Virginia, all of Virginia, Washington, D.C., all of Maryland, all of Delaware, central and eastern Pennsylvania, including my area, most of New Jersey, and parts of central New York State. Cities in the 15% wind risk area tomorrow include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., New Orleans, Louisiana, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. Areas in the brown are in a 5% chance of damage and wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow. So areas in the brown, aka 5% wind risk area tomorrow include New York, Jacksonville, Florida, Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, and Yonkers, New York. Going to tomorrow's hail threat, there is a 15% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter larger tomorrow. That encompasses southeastern Louisiana, the southeastern part of Mississippi, most of Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, most of Georgia, the entirety of South Carolina. Don't like this update on me. But the 15% hail risk area also includes most of North Carolina, most of Virginia, Washington, D.C., and South Central Maryland. Cities in the 15% hail risk area tomorrow include Charlotte, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and Atlanta, Georgia. And the 5%, there are 2 areas where we have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter larger tomorrow. That encompasses parts of northern Florida. And another 5% hail risk area tomorrow includes central Louisiana, central Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, western Virginia, far eastern West Virginia, parts of Maryland, all of Delaware, southwestern New Jersey, and south central Pennsylvania. Cities in the 5% hail risk area tomorrow include Jacksonville, Florida, Baltimore, Maryland, Jackson, Mississippi, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Gainesville, Florida. So, going to the summary for tomorrow, strong and severe thunderstorms with threat for fairly widespread damage, winds, and tornadoes are forecast Monday, which is tomorrow, from portions of the northeast, southwestward to the central Gulf Coast region. So, that's all I got for now. So, stay safe today and tomorrow. So, stay safe tomorrow as well, and also today. So, have a way of getting notified for severe weather alerts, and so, unless today gets upgraded, unless there's an upgrade today, my next video will not be until tomorrow. So, regardless, stay safe today and tomorrow, and I will have another update either later today or tomorrow. Take care.